Eyewitnesses in Tripoli.
How about building a second?
I have
You know what? When something that's a billion tons comes crashing down 10 feet away from another building, it's going to freaking make
no one expected those buildings to suddenly collapse. It's on record that those buildings were virtually indestructible. They received an award for engineering when they were built.
That's okay, but you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. All I know is that I saw two planes crashing into the building and the building fell down.
We're not denying that
dying in an instant.
That's the whole thing, sir. I agree with you. The media put out the misinformation that there was no airplane. So the average person doesn't look into 9/11 truth.
When you see the building coming down, right, you see all those little puffs of smoke, you know what that is? You know what that is?
Yeah, that's
the top. That's the top of the. It's called a pancake effect.
That's the thing. There was no pancakes left. That's why it's called ground
when the top floor hits another floor, and then that floor collapses and hits another
floor. Just look into the newly released footage. This literally just came out this week. That's why this is being covered up in real time. NIST just released a terabyte of information.
Why?
Because they lost a lawsuit of Freedom of Information Act request.
No. Why would they blow up two buildings?
Because it's an iconic power center. Why wouldn't they blow up two buildings? It was a number of people.
U.S. government did it.
Kill the Constitution.
But what?
Here, let me answer. Hold on. Let me answer this very succinctly. There's a huge difference. There's two different questions we're really asking here. There's a difference between asking who did it and who planned it. Who did it? It was elements within the intelligence apparatus and military, key sectors of it. It's called black operations. It's called black squadrons.
And you know all about black operations.
They have fund. It's on record. They have these groups that they fund hundreds of billions of dollars into a secret black budget. That's number one.
But why?
A separate question is who planned the attack.
But why?
David Rockefeller is the individual on record for donating the land for the World Trade Center. This is the same individual who states in his own memoirs that all we need is one major catastrophe and everybody will accept the New World Order. 9/11 was that major catastrophe, and I don't think you'd have the permission to blow up buildings like that without the owner, the guy who commissioned the land to be built in the first place.
Who said pull it?
Think about it. David Rockefeller has admitted he's part of a secret cabal. That's a quote from page 300 of his book.
So
he's part of a secret cabal. No, that's what I'm saying. They planned it.
So how did they get? So how did they get the guys? How did they get the planes? You mean it was all planned? They flew the planes in at exactly that moment, and the bombs were already planted, and everything was set up to happen.
Yes, you can see. Sir, I want you to go back and look at the footage of that very famous clip where the firefighters are fixing the leak or whatever, and then the tower.
And you see all those bodies? Those are the bodies falling out of the fucking windows, going through the freaking glass roof.
When it pans up to the first airstrike, the only known footage of that, you can see roof level explosions above the impact zone. The plane goes in.
Dude, it's a 700
and you
mile
see
an hour
the roof
plane.
popping out. No, but why is 10 stories above you see explosions that have nothing to do with the plane, sir?
Dude, because fire goes up.
And why is the other building exploding when the plane hasn't even hit it yet? That's on record.
Because it's only 100 feet away, and you just took one plane at 700 miles an hour.
They admitted that the North Tower had nothing to do with Building 7. They tried to say that the antenna cut the building.
Okay, 1 second. Listen, have you ever watched drag racing? I'm a drag racer. My father was a drag racer. We're all drag racers. You ever watch a dragster go at 310 miles an hour and explode? Did you ever see that? Okay, what do you think happens? What kind? No, wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, did you ever see one explode? Now that's made out of steel, and it disintegrates and explodes in a bunch of little pieces, and all it's up is a little cockpit. That's steel. Now you're taking a plane that's made out of it's aluminum. It's basically the whole plane is made out of aluminum, and it's built for aerodynamics. Now you're taking that and you're flying it at twice the speed of a dragster. Of a dragster, and you're ramming it into a building. What do you think's going to happen?
But I'm telling you,
Jeff Moss typed a letter and said that he thought NASA had something to do with it.
I just gave out a movie that shows the Port Authority original footage of the towers being constructed, and I have the videos of the guys actually saying John Skilling, the lead engineer,
built to withstand multiple impacts.
Yeah, but they admitted that the airplane is like a pencil poking this intense grid, and if you calculate, if you calculate the weight-bearing load A building like One World Trade Center Tower was designed, in his words,
It still stood up when
to
I left.
hold 13,000 tons of pressure. Now the airplane is about 300 tons. So you fly a 300-ton element into a 13,000 ton load-bearing element, 13,000 divided by 300. You would need approximately 40 airplanes per tower for that building to be a tower inferno. One airplane does nothing.
What do you know what's
Sir, go look at the FLIR footage of the explosives going off below the impact zone. NIST just lost a lawsuit releasing a terabyte of data. This wasn't available until September 1st of this year. It's being covered up in real time. We don't have all the evidence because it just came out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you see, so the big secret conspiracy is they blew up their own building. They blew up their building. They blew up both buildings. For what?
To show how they have the power. They don't mind even sacrificing.
To show that they have power.
They don't mind sacrificing their own.
That's it.
There was key whistleblowers who died in the towers, like FBI agent John O'Neill. That was his first day on the job. Another
Former FBI analyst.
Okay, so
no one knew more about Bin Laden than John O'Neill.
Don't take it from me, my friend. I'm not saying the whole government was involved. We have CIA, FBI, and others warning of the attacks, exact date, time, method of attack, and they were blocked by as high up as the president. That is very suspicious when we have the people saying, look, we have a bunch of hijackers, they're about to carry out an attack, and people as high up as Rumsfeld and Bush blocked the investigation. They identified the hijackers 1 to 2 years before it happened. They had foreknowledge. It's undebatable. They knew about the attack.
Operation Able Danger.
Can't you agree that they used the attack politically afterwards, the Bush administration?
But everybody uses everything like that.
And the Democrats were elected to stop the war. Obama even says, don't question the official story of 9/11. How has that changed? It's the same thing no matter who's in office, because
they don't question.
It wasn't Bush who carried it out. Bush is just a poster boy.
Okay, did you see the picture of the UFO that was near?
See, now you're just making up straw men.
I'm not making up a story. I seen it on the internet. It must be real, right? Am I right or wrong?
I know
that's a cop-out that the internet is not a credible source.
Johnson had enough allowance to do so. The main floor was white and the white floor, the marble floor.
Forget about the
and I exit right back out.
Let's go take a trip.
On stand to the left-hand side.
Let's go to the National Public Library, Library of Congress, New York Public Library, any college, university. Let me show you the articles that I found from my research. Not so. You have to sit down and read the article. I can show you article after article of foreknowledge. They knew about the attack. Specific government documents before 9/11.
And they also knew about the USS Cole before Osama bin Laden went and blew that up. They knew he was going to do it, but they didn't do anything about it.
He's never been properly charged
because he's a
for the
pussy.
attack.
And they were like, we're not going to
because he
waste our
doesn't
time.
exist, sir. The Pakistani ISI, the Indian Central Intelligence, and our CIA have all corroborated that bin Laden has been dead for years. This is the Central Intelligence of the government. Sir, then where is he? What evidence do you have that he carried out the attack? And what evidence do you have that he's still alive? None. There's no evidence.
You're blaming our camera work. Because anybody that said we can't get him, but you're standing in front of him. I mean, you blaming our camera work. Any man who's officially made by the state of law, except New York police or no police.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Post admits that the CIA has manufactured at least one fake Saddam Hussein video, and they have also manufactured one fake bin Laden video. The CIA admits their game. They admit
asking him that he's the one that in the whole thing. But I'm one of his witnesses with the short hair, the tallness, and the green eyes.
So help me on this.
Exactly.
The inner core.
That NASA has something to do with it, and he caused the case.
Dude,
he hasn't ever presented this evidence. I have
the biggest thing. And you know what? Okay. So what are you telling me? Everybody has a theory. Everybody has a theory about this shit. Everybody has a theory about Roswell. Everybody has a theory about this. The Kennedy assassination, there was 10 shooters in the fucking grassy knoll.
I mean, dude, just to go look and visit the place.
Forget it. It's over. The fucking building's
like $100. I'm like, how much to eat a hot dog in there and come back out?
All I know is I don't talk about
around and that's